Hello, thanks for subscribing and liking. It's always fun for me to be able to share my adventure and try to build a better channel. And most importantly, to have a travel channel, which is something that I can't express how great that is because I started with a company and all the other great self-development tools and the artistic things and everything else that I have done for the channel over the years. But developing this channel into a travel channel is is really great, perfect fit for me. So I'm really happy to be able to do that. And um, the fact that I started that challenge was also to raise money, to raise awareness to Tanzania, people trying to build their home, having better water filtration, helping the homeless family in Africa, North Africa, East Africa, helping um, people in Ukraine, helping people who need self-development and life coach, helping people who just need to get sober, get clean, get off the addiction, helping people following their dreams. All of this is included in the channel. So please comment, like, share. Because of you, I'm growing, we growing, and we all in this together. So merci si vous écoutez. So if you didn't able to read what I was holding, it's a paper that says what you should know before you go to this place and my impression of it. So let's hope that I can make this video through and I don't have to make a part two. But I'm gonna get started. I like to be spontaneous, so I don't unless I'm actually informing you about something and it's precise and I have facts and all this. But this is not an article. I'm not reporting on anything. I'm just giving you my impression and the things that you should know before you go to these places. So, number one, Puerto Rico. So I'm going to give you my impression of Puerto Rico. So, number one, uh, uh, Puerto Rico is very expensive and very rich, and it really doesn't feel like you anywhere else. If when you've been living in US for so long, it feels like you're still in USA. So that's the number one thing that I was kind of surprised that I thought I was gonna have a out of the country kind of feeling or just be somewhere else, but it didn't really give me that. Apart from stay away, drive away from the big town, drive away from San Juan, the port, all this. You're gonna see a lot of places they don't speak English, so that's the only dépaysagement you'll get. Means like you'll get this feeling, okay, nobody's understanding me here, so I guess I'm gonna have to start practicing. So I didn't notice an outside a big city people were much nicer in stores. They do have a lot of different individual shops. They do have a lot of bakery, a lot of cake. They big on like the chicken sandwich and the burritos and stuff. But the prices is very expensive, and even if you manage to find those cheaper area, I mean, if you don't speak the language, you probably gonna end up not knowing how much it costs, end up paying more. Not that they always do that, but a lot of time they try to prey on people that are not from here, don't really know the price of things, or just try to add some extra bill to something. Also be aware there's a lot of garbage outside of the clean city of San Juan. If you go to the downtown with all the jet skis and the giant hotels, the Hilton, the Carlton, the Holiday Inns, and all this, and the Denny's and all the fast food places, it's it's going to be super clean. You get all the shops and stuff. People in stores are usually very hostile and cold, just like you'll find in Paris City or New York City. Just don't look confused or you're going to get followed, you're going to get harassed. And also, don't even ask and bother to ask a question if you don't understand something, because they might just pretend not to understand you, give you a hard time, you're gonna end up stressed. I had this happen to me in a Chinese restaurant in another store. Made a mistake to ask one simple question like where's the restroom or how much is it or something, and just end up getting me a lot of stress. And obviously, it was really tiny question. So I'm saying like if you want to end up having a good time, don't even bother. Just go with menus that are easy to understand. Try to practice your Spanish and just use your sample words. So anyway, I would suggest you go to the main places and enjoy yourself, and then stay away from the big rich area, and rent a car probably best, because without a car there's a lot of dirt. Yeah, the traffic is terrible, the bus are uh, it's not great, they don't always show up, and yeah, outside of the expensive jungle of the city, it's filthy. It has garbage everywhere. Cars are driving like crazy. They don't really respect the signs, and they just if you don't run to cross a road, then you can get easily just hurt. It's very loud. There's music all the time, everywhere. Days and night, lots of cats and stray dogs that are just skinny as bone. You can see their bones sticking out, and they're just surviving on eating what they found on the garbage on the sidewalk. So all on the outskirts of big city, uh, you have those piled up houses, those little house piled up next to each other, lots of apartments also, and it's just all you can see is just a lot of gates and bars. Like it looks like jail cells with people are not feeling safe. So you have a lot of people just walking around trying to, deal drugs and just ask for money. But sometimes you got little shops in between. So yeah, be aware. Get a guide if you're gonna go somewhere. Get your own car. Uh, Go to the place you want to see. Go to a big site. Stick to the main touristic area. This is why you're here. If you want to try local shop, just don't get lost, because you never know what's gonna happen. So anyway, yeah, I ended up getting a few Uber, which was pretty expensive in Puerto Rico, and ended up costing me over $200 in a month, just from getting rides where 2 or 3 miles or 4 miles. Once I got charged $40 just for going to a mall because it was a popular place. Malls are gigantic. They're super nice. I mean, some of the malls there, they're better than in US. Not say better, but better in some states in US. And they have 2 or 3 floors. They have buffet. They have a movie theater. They have lots of diversity in food. And you're going to find Burger King, McDonald's, all of these things are everywhere you go. So if you're not good on aggressive driving, uh, just be aware of that, because yeah, it's lots of accident. There's also a lot of police everywhere, and the price are relatively high on rent, and I'm not sure there's a lot of jobs there, but a lot of people are renting their hotel rooms in their house, their apartment. My experience with the Airbnb there were terrible. The 2 times I went, they were dangerous, unsafe, unhealthy, unsafe place. It was just mental, completely mental. So I would not suggest anyone. And I was paying 24, free a night, not the cheapest, but I think to get a decent place, you probably have to go at least 40 and not stay too long. And yeah, that's my impression. Anyway, so I'm gonna go on the next video, what you should know, and my impression on Punta Cana. So that's going to be on the next video. So this video was for Puerto Rico, what you should know. Also, the money is It's the same. It's the same as even more expensive in US, I would say. You're gonna find Best Buy. You're gonna find every single supply chain you're gonna find in US. So, like I said, it doesn't feel like you somewhere else. So, healthcare wise, not sure. I think you're probably gonna have to get an insurance. And you have to live there first to get that. So the only way you'll get, a health plan is to either apply as a homeless person or just pay once you get a lease or something. That's what I know about this. Um, if you rent things like jet ski or a boat or doing like an activity, it's really better you get your ticket in advance so you don't get rip off. They don't always respect the time slot, so even if you reserve a time, don't expect that that's going to be the time you get. You might end up waiting. So it's just better sometimes just pay everything cash fast and on the spot, so you don't have to deal with reservation, the name, all of this. You just go, okay, I'm going to decide I'm going to do this, and that's it. All right, so see you on the next video.